Yo, what go on? It's your boy Jason Gooner. We're back in the building with some more live content. This time it's the EPL episode 1 prediction show. Levels of work. Yeah, you don't know if I check that. All right, cool. So, yeah, EPL season started today. Man United sealed 3 points late. Yes, we're going to look at that game before we get into the predictions. Let's look at the statistics, talk about the game for a little bit. Then we'll get right into the predictions, people. You know what we do? We're going to document the predictions, see how we do. I always have to make sure that we see how well we're predicting these games. Not really going to encourage any kind of activities apart from just predicting the game. So do what you will with the predictions. All right, people. So big up yourselves. Jason Gooner TV. Jason Gooner, I'm back in the building. You don't know how it go. You know the moniker Jason Gooner, so you know how it go already. We want the Gunners to win every game. So typically in these predictions, I'm probably going to choose the Gunners to win. I'm just telling you from now. Yeah, and I can say it with chest this time because our side is good. All right. But anyway, before we get moving, you know what you have to do for people. You have to hit the like button. You have to smash the share button as well. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We have on subscribers only mode. So if you have commented, I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Yes, the growth of the channel has been great. Yeah, we can't really do it as consistently as we want, but we're definitely going to bring the things that we always bring. The EPL predictions, break down the Jamaican football. Yes, you know those things will always be there, people. So big up on yourselves again. Thanks for being here. And of course, we have fun with these prediction shows, but we also watch a lot of football. We study the football. So we break it down as well. It's not just about predicting the scores. We're going to tell you why we think the score is going to be what it is going to be as well. All right. So first things first, people. Let me big up my brethren Sherman Scott in the building. One done from Clarendon. Sherman Scott, big up yourself. Going for life. You already know how that go. It's a 3-0. Don't rush the thing, Sherman. Don't rush the thing. We'll get to the Gunners. But first and foremost, people, I want to talk about the game that was played today, people. So we didn't get a chance to predict one of the games. So we're going to be predicting 9 games today. But Manchester United faced Fulham today. So let's look at the statistics on that game and see how that one went. All right. I know pretty much any football fan, if you didn't get to watch this whole game yet, I'm sure you have watched most of it because it's the first game of the season. Yeah, Manchester United, Fulham at Old Trafford. So Manchester United started off the season, as you can see on the screen, with a 1-0 win. Very, very good baller player that I really like, Joshua Zirkzee. He got on the score sheet in the 87th minute. So it was looking like Fulham might have been able to grab a point at Old Trafford, but in the end, Manchester United wins 1-0. And for my money, deserved winners because as we're going to see when we look at the stats, they had some chances missed in the game. I think Fulham had enough counter-attacking opportunities that they should have gotten more out of. I remember a run by Traore in the first half. In the second half, limited to half chances for the most part. Some dangerous crosses that Manchester United were able to cut out. But Manchester United had some gilt-edged opportunities. 2 for Bruno Fernandes in the first half. Of course, after the 1-0 goal by Zirkzee, a chance at the end of the game from a Bassi mistake, and they flubbed their lines there. So on another day, Manchester United could have probably scored more goals. It was 1-0, but let's look at the statistics and break it down and see what really happened. Sherman Scott says, send my wrench. Yo, Sherman Scott, say, my de-wrench the entire channel, my brother. Yeah, man, nobody know a wrench again. I don't even think there's one person with a wrench. I think the one person have a wrench are the real Dan. Yeah, man. Michael Hall, I have a wrench. That's it. Nobody else not a wrench. But look, these were the statistics. 1-0, Manchester United beat Fulham. I love this statistic right here. They show you the attack momentum for the game. So, obviously Manchester United on the top in the green and Fulham on the lower side in the blue. So as you can see in the first half, I thought this is pretty accurate. Manchester United a little bit on top early, but nothing crazy extravagant. Then Fulham had a spell, and then definitely to finish the first half, Man United, those were when the chances fell to Bruno Fernandes. Some good pockets of play from United, but just couldn't finish it off. Fulham did put up a fight in the second half a little bit, but you see Manchester United definitely when they were on top, they were really on top. So 1-0 in the end. Let's break down the statistics of the game. All right, so 55% possession to United, 45 to Fulham. Expected goals, Manchester United ran out the winners there, 2.5. So, that's all those chances they missed. Look at that. 4 big chances on the day. Fulham couldn't create a big chance. And they really should have, on some of their entries that they had, they really should have done better with the final pass. The movement by the players up front just wasn't really in sync. So, let's see, 14 shots to 10 in favor of United. 4 saves for Leno, 2 for Onana. 8-7. So Fulham had more corners than United, 8-7. Passes, this is attempted passes, 475 to 379. Yellow cards, 3 for Fulham, 2 for United. Shots on target was 5-2 to United. Let's see, block shots inside the box, pretty close outside the box, more for United. And look at that, 4 big chances missed for United. So honestly, on another day, they could have run out, winners by a much wider margin. But right now, all that matters is to get those 3 points, which they were able to do. We're gonna look at the individual players as well. So United outpassed them by 100 passes there. Final third phase, United had much more of the play in the final third, 146 passes, 78%. That's very good in the final third. On the contrast, Fulham 87 attempted, 57 for 66%. So, but then again, look at the entries, very even, 45 to 40. So, again, I think United was just I think when they attacked, they had more bodies forward, made it easy to connect passes. So that makes sense based on the statistics. But Fulham, I thought, had enough entries to pose more of a threat, but really couldn't put it together in the final third. Yeah, so good game for the first game of the season. Let's look at the individual matchups now, or individual stats, I should say. Andre Onana in goal had a good game, I thought. I thought the centre-back pairing as well, Martinez, Maguire, looked good. Mazraoui just coming into the team, looking competent on that right side. Diallo. So that right side for United today, I thought was definitely looking good, looking like they could have something brewing on that right side. Ahmad had a good preseason, carried it straight into the season. Casemiro, I think he well deserved that highest rating on the day. I think this was a throwback performance for Casemiro, one that we didn't really see much of last season. If United can count on him for performances like this, I think that definitely improves their chances this season of finishing in the top 4. Kobe Mainoo continue to be consistent. He's going to give you that 7.5 at least performance most of the time. Rashford, dangerous on the day in terms of getting into positions to be a threat, but still suffering from the lack of clinical play in the final third. Mason Mount pretty much was anonymous today, and Bruno Fernandes played that false 9 role on the day. If you look at Fulham now, Bern Leno, I thought Bassi in patches was good, but other times looked a bit panicked, had that big mistake at the end of the game. Robinson had a decent game. Tete had a decent game, I thought, as well. Issa Diop was the better of the 2 centre-backs in stats and on the eye test. Pereira playing a slightly deeper role since Smith Rowe has been inserted into the team. Thought he definitely got himself about a part of his game that has definitely improved from his younger days. So, it looks like he won't have too much issues with the, dropping deeper into the midfield. Lukic, big shoes for Lukic to fill this season when you think of the loss of João Paulinho. He was competent on the day, but definitely will need to impose himself more to fill those shoes. Iwobi and Traore started on the wings. Iwobi drifting more infield as an extra midfielder. Traore tended to stay wide. Apart from a run in the first half that Traore had, really flattered to deceive today. Sometimes when you see him do something great, you wonder, how come this guy doesn't do more, but just lacks the consistency for me. And then Rodrigo Muniz was a constant terror up front. Didn't have much joy on the day, but believe me, this guy, I'm telling you, he's going to score goals this season, people. So that was it off the bench. I thought that some of these players off the bench for United, especially these 2, Garnacho and Xerxes, definitely left their imprint on the game, which is good signs for United. They'll have the ability to have some more firepower off the bench with Ahmad's the way Ahmad has been playing lately. So, once Xerxes is fully fit, you can see Mount dropping to the bench, Fernandez dropping into midfield, and there might be a much better balance. As United's attack did look much better once Xerxes came on and was a true focal point. And I think Xerxes' style in Ten Hag's system will really work, because you saw him quite comfortable dropping into midfield and then arriving into the box, and that's how the goal came. He dropped back into the center circle, something that Hoyland does for the team, but it doesn't look so natural. I think Xerxes is more of a ball playing central forward, so I definitely think he's gonna help them, and believe me, if there's a team I don't want to see do good things, it's United. But as an analyst, as somebody who studies the game, I cannot lie. I really like some aspects of how United look right now, or in terms of how it will look for the future. I don't know if it will totally click this season, but I think they've made some good strides in terms of the personnel they brought in. De Ligt came on late. One would think once he's fully fit, Ten Hag will have some kind of decisions to do with his back line there. You could play Lisandro Martinez at left back, play De Ligt and Maguire. You could play De Ligt over Maguire, keep the full backs how they were today. So yeah, we'll see what United has up their sleeve coming up. I think for Fulham, when I look at where I had them in the league this season, I have them at about 12th. Today, I don't think they had enough thrust going forward, but I think a real big part of that was United's pressing system being a much more in sync. They couldn't really get into a rhythm at any point in the game for the most part. I think they had little spells, but it was never sustained. So I thought the control that United had was great, and I think that's big for them going forward. Bless up yourself, Declan. Walk on. I know you should be pleased with the 3 points. I know some United fans maybe wanted more on the opening day against a side like Fulham, but believe me, 3 points is the key right now at this stage. So 3 points to United, enough of them. And if Fulham can bounce back next week. So now let's get right into the fixtures for the weekend. All right. So the first game on top in the morning, Ipswich versus Liverpool. Wow, look at the recent results. Ipswich was in the league last in 2002, people. So 22 years. Amazing. This is what Liverpool did to them the last time they were in the Premier League. A 5-0 win in 2002. Rated Anelka. Jano, forget to say Anelka didn't even play for Liverpool. Smitsa, Michael Owen, John Anarisa with a double. Who remember this baller? Abel. Wow. Nostalgia, people. And then them dropped 6. So this is the corresponding fixture the last time they played Liverpool at home in the Premier League. They got 6 love. Heskey with a double, Hopia and Owen with a double. Young Gerard with an assist, two assists. Wow. So yeah, there it is, people. Ipswich hopeful that tomorrow that is not what will reach them. But for me, I think this one is going to be definitely a tough one for them. Watching Liverpool in the preseason, I do think that Arne Slot is bringing a measure of control to the tactics of Liverpool. I don't think it will be the same type of heavy metal style that we've been accustomed to seeing. Not that Slot plans to sit back, but I do think that he does want to exhibit a bit more, I can't really think of a better word, but more control. Just more control in the build-up phase, more control in the pressing as well. Maybe not the gung-ho style, but trying to trap teams more. So, I think I like what I saw from them. I know it's just preseason, but I really was impressed with how clear a style of play Slot brought to the table. So, yeah, man, we will see how that goes tomorrow. On the Ipswich side of things, a lot of people have been having a a lot of stories been being written about Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna. You know, could he potentially take the reins of England one day? You know, his tactics really being praised by a lot of people, a lot of the pundits as well. You know, when you watch them play in the championship last year, and of course, you know, they have a player that we are extremely interested in on this team, and there he is, Omari Hutchinson. You know, I watched a lot of Ipswich games last year, and I think that they definitely play a brand of football that is the modern style, very progressive, front foot tactics, trying to win the ball, you know, wanting to dominate the ball. You know, very fluid attackers in terms of the positions they take up. You know, players interchanging a lot. You know, Amari would occupy the half space. He'd be out wide sometimes. So yeah, I think the way that Ipswich play, I do think, you know, fits the way the modern game is played. You know, my worry is similar to a Burnley last year. Will they have the quality to play that same style in the Premier League? And not be overrun by some of these teams. But when you're looking at their roster, they're definitely making an attempt to try to get more players in that can play this system. You know, Leif Davis is a player that dominated at left back in the championship. Want to see if his game can translate to the Premier League. Ben Johnson, good pickup, somebody that knows the league. You know, maybe struggle to get his chances at West Ham, and with a new manager coming in, you know, David Moyes leaving, he was always going to be on the cards to leave. So they picked him up as well. Axel Tanzebe, another player, you know, you should know him, formerly Manchester United player, played very well last season in the championship as well. They have the St. Lucian as well. And then in midfield now, they just picked up Calvin Phillips. So, you know, another player that knows the league, definitely looking to resurrect his career and should get a lot of opportunities in this team. I think his style fits the coach as well. So, you know, good pickups, you know, players with some experience in the league to complement what they've already had coming up from the championship. So let's see how they fare tomorrow against Liverpool. But without further ado, people, the first one of the season, right? Ipswich versus Liverpool. So let's head to the comment section and see what the people think. I am going to go for Ipswich Town to struggle tomorrow, okay? I don't believe they'll be able to do what they need to do tomorrow. So Ipswich and Liverpool. I am going to go for Ipswich 1. They're going to score 1 in front of the fans. Liverpool 3. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 for Liverpool. I do think Ipswich with the crowd, you know, the atmosphere, that elation of being back in the Premier League, I do think that they'll have a decent enough start. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be too much for Liverpool. It's a tough battle on the first day back in the Prem to play a team like Liverpool. So I do think that they'll finish this one off 3-1. So I'm going to go for 3-1 Liverpool over Ipswich. So go ahead and drop your comments and your predictions in the comment section as we move through the games for the week. All right, Duckland Stennett, the Duke, I will definitely add you to the pool. You are somebody that has been picking from last year, so we'll keep that going. All right, 3-0. Duke going for 3-0. I went for 3-1 to Liverpool. Hot Chili, another veteran to the picks. Hot Chili say 2-0 to Liverpool. All right, fair. All right, while you guys are dropping those, I will write them down and everything, but let's go to the next game. This is Liverpool's squad. The reason why I didn't bring it up, people, I believe there are 132 league teams in the first division, in the top 7 leagues, I believe it is, yeah. And 131 of them bought players this summer. Liverpool is the one club that hasn't. So there was really no need for me to show you guys the team. It's the same people. All right. Yeah. That's a crazy stat. Are giving me the goal scorers. Jota 1, Salah 1, Diaz 1, Nunes 1, and Elliott 1. So what's a 5-0? A 5-0 them a drop RR. All right, Big J same I go with 3-1 also. Great minds, Jay. Great minds. Big up yourself. I remember people, this goes without saying. You have to like the video. That's like the first thing you have to do. Zine, like the video. Like the video because you guys get in the prediction show. Yeah, man. All right, so nobody going for upset for Ipswich tomorrow. I have to agree. I'm gonna go 3-1. I think it could even be more, but I'm gonna say 3-1 just because Ipswich at home. I don't think they'll get a whipping, but I think it will be harsh. Just the same, 3-1. All right, so Arsenal to host Wolves. So of course, Arsenal, everybody knows, one of the teams that most pundits would be having very high up in the race, somewhere in the top 4 for sure. Some saying 1, some saying 2. I've heard Arsenal at 3 as well. So, Arsenal definitely one of the teams that going into the season, they will feel like they have a chance to win the league, right? So, first game up for them at home at the Emirates, facing off against Wolves. Now, if you remember, if you can put your mind back to last year, I remember Wolves started off the season against Man U, and they traveled to Old Trafford, and it was much different from what we saw today versus Fulham. They had a very good game plan, executed it well, and yeah, at times I thought they could have nicked one against United on the day, but I believe that match ended up being a draw, if I'm not mistaken. But for me, this one is going to be, I think, a tough game. I think, of course, Arsenal going in, when you're one of the teams that maybe people are looking at to challenge for the title, that first hurdle sometimes might be a little nervy. I think the key for Arsenal tomorrow, like many games that you want to kind of break the tension, you want to get a girl, they want to get a girl too, but you want to get a goal early just to kind of settle the nerves, settle the fans, So I feel like it's going to be a tough game, though. I really do. The one thing that gives me confidence is, the defense was extremely stout last season, and I don't see any reason for that to change. We still have the same kind of pieces in defense. When you look at Saliba and Gabriel as a pairing, definitely, some players that you can count on. You can count on them to make the difference in the defensive area. So I feel like for this first match, and let's just take a look at the squads real quick as well. Pretty much Arsenal, the main additions, Raya made permanent, and Calafiore coming in from Genoa. And yeah, good pickup. I thought he was immense at the Euros in a short time in the group stage with Italy. Zinchenko, though, have to give him props. He had a really, really good preseason, looking sharp. Looks a bit fitter than he was last year as well. Just overall looking sharper. Another player who looked real sharp in preseason is Thomas Partey. If that's the type of Thomas Partey we can get this season, he's gonna be a force again. I think Odegaard looks primed for another good season. Basically most of the players looking good in preseason. I think Rice, a little bit up and down in his first 2 games, but to be expected. He just came back when we got back to England, wasn't on the US tour. I think Kai Havertz has looked sharp as well. Jesus looking leaner, fitter. Saka just coming back, looked like he kept himself in shape. Martinelli, I think it's a big season for him. Need him to really step up. 2 years ago, he was looking like he's gonna be amazing for Arsenal. Last year, not so much. So this year is a year to really see, what kind of player is Gabriel Martinelli, honestly. Talented, but, needs to kick on, I think, with his consistency this season, really come back with a big season. Trossard will be fighting for his place as well. Typically gets it done in terms of production, goals, or assists. So we'll see if he can keep that going. So, Arsenal, I think when you look at this squad, definitely if they want a challenge, I would say they need to beef up the midfield a bit, at least get one more body in the midfield. And what's going to happen with Eddie Nketiah? Is he going to stick around? If he does go, I think we go back in the window and get a striker. But, we'll have to see how that one plays out. But that is the Arsenal squad. Now, on the flip side for Wolves, if you look at their team, the goalkeeper is still about the same. Jose Sa will be back in goal. Doherty back from, he's been back since last year. Ait Nouri as well. Usually they play him on that left wing back role, really attacking. So we'll see if Arsenal can, utilize that space he will leave on that side. We like to attack down that right side. So let's see how we make that count for us tomorrow. Nelson Semedo typically on the other side. Totti Gomez, part of that back three. Dawson, you'll probably see Mosquera get his first game, but we'll see what they go with tomorrow. Let's see, midfielders, a good midfield, Joao Gomez, Mario Lemina, very, very solid midfield. Tommy Doyle sometimes is in there as a ball progressor. They have some decent players, Sarabia, but one big miss in these midfielders is Pedro Neto, who, has moved on to Chelsea. Decent forwards as well. This guy's a giant, Strand Larson, big player up front. We'll see how they start. Typically, Chan and Hwang Hee-chan and Mateus Cunha usually start, but this guy just brought in from La Liga, could start tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think they're going to be formidable, like their coach Gary O'Neill. Think he's a proper coach as well. So yeah, it should be a tough one for Arsenal. This is the head-to-head, of course. Pretty much dominance for Arsenal. 14 wins to 3 with 3 drawn matchups. So at home as well, especially 6 wins. So we've lost only one time playing to them. So at home, at the Emirates at least, or at home. So this is the previous matchups. We have won 5 in a row against them. So hopefully we can make tomorrow morning, we can make it 6. But for me, enough of the build up for it. Let's get to the moment of truth. The score for me will be Arsenal 2, Wolves 0. And let's see what the other people am saying. RR Slot, give his team room to express themselves. No coaches bounce. All right, so RR said 5-0. All right, put on RR score. Say 5-0. Might be 5-0, but they laugh. RR, I think he's saying 2-2 for this game. People in bad mind gonna say, didn't United win with a controversial goal against Wolves? Yeah, it was some kind of foolishness late. It happened, man. Either them, I don't think it was a penalty though. Maybe they fouled and they never called the foul. But yeah, it was some foolishness to it. Yeah. But I don't know if it was a win. It might have just been a draw. Or maybe it was a win. Or I go on WD Wizard. Yeah, I'm curious now, Jay. I want to see. All right. United. No, let me just look up Wolves matches. Yeah, 1-0 late. Rafael Varane scored. I don't know what was controversial about it. Or maybe, Wolves was supposed to get a penalty as well or something. See, Duckland, bad mind as well. 1-0 to Wolves. See, when your team win the first game of the season, it is a praise that every side lose tomorrow. She knows me attack. Don't worry about that. All right, we're good. What go on, chorus? What they about, girls and goals, we say yes. Yeah, man, then almost. 3-1. Oh, so what you just say 2-2 for? I remember know if Liverpool score a 5-love. All right, so you say Arsenal 3-1. All right, that sounds more realistic to me. Zinchenko, aka Secret Agent. Hot chili, let it go. Fana says skip that side. Bill Fana. But Fana, I'm in the area first score. Yeah, just give me the 1-1. Jason said 2-1. All right. I could have seen it being 2-1 too, but I go for the clean sheet, you know. Actually said 3-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, man, we're up. Get a pen. Yeah. It was something. Penalty, Varane fouled the man to score, something like that. Yeah, Onana. That's exactly what happened. Onana clattered the man. Yes, man. Never just run up. Yeah. Mad. Okay, I get it right. Ara. Don't see Arsenal conceding to Wolves right now. Yo, actually, to be honest, you know, the brother where them get from La Liga, Larson, you know, it gonna be a problem, you know, because I'm huge, you know, and him have good touch as well. Yeah, I figure it out, I scratch it. No sabotage thing. I get your score right. All right, so most of the people are Fana. If you want me mark down everything. Okay, Hutchinson. Yeah, I'm pre. But it feel, you know, the people them kind of upset with me, you know, when I do my EPL preview and I'm say Ipswich are finished dead last, you know. When them say, yo, you think Ipswich are go down? I'm say, yeah, I just feel like the coach I go on playing football and this certain side with them pressure, just go take the ball from them and score some goal upon them, brother. Yeah, man, I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna work out for them. But I could, hey, I'm not always right, you know. My fly past your comment. Oh, blow, oh, wow, go on fresh, big up yourself, you know, respect, you know. We know say, yeah, man. Go on, was stronger than Gideon, my brother. Yeah, man. It wasn't intentional, man. Yeah, man. You know, say, yeah. Fresh have some things I deal with, Duke. Burial kind of mash up him thing. 85 to 87 win this year. That's what you think? I could see the winner being a little bit lower, yes, because there's a lot more teams, I think, you know. Yeah, man. Internet not really run, so straight data. Yeah, man. Respectful. Glad to see you though, fresh respect. So yeah, that is Arsenal and Wolves. All right, the next game now, Everton and Brighton. So this game going to be at Goodison Park. I actually have Everton getting relegated this season, you know. Let's see if it will actually happen. This is definitely a team with a big history in terms of just being in the Premier League, being in the top division in England. So, you know, some purists would probably hate to see them go down, but for me, I just don't see it, man. I feel like they're gonna struggle to score goals. I think Ilman Njai was a good pickup, though. I will say that. But let's see. They have more pay to cheat. Calvert-Lewin, not sure how many games I'm going to actually play. Dwight McNeil, that flag soon change. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Everton going to struggle this season. Brighton, interested to see how this new coach tactics look, because definitely one of those like prodigies as a coach, only 31 years of age, getting a Premier League job from the second division in Germany. So yeah, really interested to see the tactics that he brings to the table. You know, this Brighton team have some good players. Sarmiento was actually on loan last season at Ipswich, back with his parent club now. Matuma should be good to go this season after having an injury hit one last year. They brought Weaver in. So yeah, they've made a few transfers. I think João Pedro, very good player. Actually surprised some bigger teams didn't go in for him this summer, but he's still with Brighton. And yeah, Evan Ferguson definitely hit a tough one last year with the injuries. Adingra, another player that was linked to clubs elsewhere this summer, but stayed put at Brighton. So that is the full squad for both teams. For me, Everton has the home game, so I give them the slight edge in a game like this, but I don't feel like Everton is going to have enough to win. I think this one could be a draw. So I'm going to say Everton 1, Brighton 1. That's my pick for this one. Everton 1, Brighton 1. And Duckland thinks the same. Anybody else? Ipswich can be the next Leeds. Yeah, they might give up some goals this year, I believe. That is true. Yeah, man, them bless up fresh. First game, 3 points in the bag. Fan of mine not going for the 2-1 to Brighton. I could see it. Actually going the other way. Why for that 2-1 to Everton and Brighton are said 2-2. And Jay, if Jay was around, he would have go against Everton. Big Liverpool fan. I know it get a little late still, so Jay might have. I'm not sure. But Jay, if you're still there, let me know. Come have your first two. Alright, so next game. That's the Everton Brighton. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. I think one win for the Everton win, one win for the Brighton win. Everybody else going for the draw. So yeah, let's look at the Newcastle and Southampton game. So this is another team came up from the championship. Much like Ipswich, I believe this is going to be a yo-yo season for them. I think Southampton will be going down. Newcastle, don't have any kind of demands in Europe this go around. So let's see how they fare. They have a lot of keepers. Trippier back fit. Yeah, so picked up Lloyd Kelly. He might have a different flag at some point as well. Isaac Hayden back. Don't know if he will stick around, but he's in the squad now. Yep. Joe Willock, former Arsenal. Alexander Isak. They just picked up Osula, young Danish striker from Sheffield. And they have Cole from Australia who was on loan back. So that is the full squad now. Southampton, they would have kept a lot of the players. Kyle Walker-Peters there had a really good season in the championship last year. Player that I rate very much. Hopefully, he's thinking about making a international change as well. Harwood Bellis, Man City Academy product, now permanently over with Southampton. Nathan Wood, another player that has potential to represent Jamaica. Joe Aribo from Nigeria. Lalana Sulemana. Carlos Alcaraz. Edozie. Adam Armstrong scored a bag of goals last season. Che Adams did leave, but they do have Paul Anuachu now, so they have that kind of target striker. Ben Burton always gets goals. The youngster Mara also. So have some options up front, but again, I don't believe there's the requisite amount of quality here to stay up in this league. I mean, they could, but I don't see it happening. So in this first game, St. James's Park, this atmosphere is a mad atmosphere here. So I think they come out. Isak puts down a marker going for that golden boot this season. I'm going to say it's a 4-1 to Newcastle. I think Newcastle last season had a tendency to give up a goal here or there. I think that does rear its ugly head tomorrow, but they'll run out comfortable winners. A 4-1 win to Newcastle tomorrow. Let's see what the chat thinks. Bless up in a bomb sports. So I go on. Yeah, man, we're active, man. Have to be fully. But now go no other way. Yeah, man, that's why I'm saying why. That one they never right at all. Chelsea getting smashed, say Young Kings. All right, we're going to see. Newcastle 2 love. Fana. All right. Them still a try with Aiden. Yeah, man, same like we still a try. He ain't not good enough baller. Yeah, man, him not bad. And him actually play last year in Belgium, so him actually play football. So that's good. Yeah, man, Burial. That B. 3-1 Newcastle at Chile. It's a 4-1. Duckland said 2-0 Newcastle. I just RR now I'm missing from who may I write down. Alright, so everybody in agreement, Newcastle to win that one. Nobody going with a different result. Now this one, people, Nottingham Forest versus Bournemouth. So just to let you know, if you never remember, I had Bournemouth finishing 10th this season, and I have Forest just avoiding relegation in 17th. But Forest will be the home team tomorrow, so let's see how this one play out. Of course, you know, Bournemouth lost their talisman, Dominic Solanke. If you look on the forward line, not there. But as you see, don't even have his picture loaded in the Premier League yet. Evan Nielsen, their record signing, coming to replace Solanke from Porto. It's a big pickup for them, just filling that gap that Solanke will leave. But you look at the rest of the forwards, have some good options, you know. I mean, Otara, very fast, pacey player on the wing. Sometimes can play at a wing-back role as well. Sinistera, another tricky player from Colombia. Clivert, I thought, probably had his best season in some years last year in terms of the consistency of his performance. Jebison just came in this off-season as well in the transfer window. Then you have Semenyo from Ghana. Talented player, strong player, finished with both feet. Enes Unal, I think, is a decent player as well. When he came to the club in January, always was a threat in front of goal. Didn't really get a chance to start because Solanke was there, but this year, you know, might get a few more opportunities, especially early on with Evan Nielsen just arriving. And then Jaden Anthony, you know, another player last year was on loan, but he's back now with the Premiership club. Let's see what he can do in midfield. Billing, you know, Tyler Adams, hopefully he can stay fit this season for Bournemouth. Marcus Tavernier, I think, had a decent season. Alex Scott, definitely a player that I think should kick on this year. Definitely a younger player that has a lot of talent. English player as well. And Ryan Christie in midfield from Scotland. Then they just picked up Julian Araujo from Barcelona. Max Aarons there as well. A right back option. Then you have Zabarni, Senesi. You know, decent options at centre back. Milos Kirk is another player I have a lot of time for. Had a decent Euro for Hungary. And then they picked up Dean from Spain as well. So decent business for them, just adding pieces to the team, trying to solidify what they have going on. I think their coach I have a lot of time for, as well as a part of the reason why I have them finishing 10th this year. Nottingham Forest, you know, goalkeeper, really not sure who's going to start between Turner and Matt Sells, but we shall see tomorrow who they go with. My pick would be Sells. Then you have Murillo, decent young, very young. I think he's only like 21, central defender from Brazil. Good player, Nico Williams. Obamedele started to get some game time last year. Should have made a jump in the summer. They still have Willie Bally as well. Omar Richards came over back to his parent club. He's there as well. Another player that can play for Jamaica. Ola Aina, another fullback option. They picked up Milenkovic in the summer as well. Sangare, Morgan Gibbs White, how nice it would be, Reggae Boys fans. Nicolas Dominguez. So they have some players in midfield. Remo Frola. You know, these are players that are, you know, very good players. Danilo needs some consistency this season, but shows flashes at times. You know, they have Awani, who had a good season, Chris Wood. So they have two good target strikers that know how to find the back of the net. Callum Hudson-Odoi, good, you know, good season for him last year, I thought. You know, obviously not the high goals that he would have thought he would have had earlier in his days, especially at Chelsea. But I thought, you know, at least looked a threat more often than not last season. Anthony Alanga is there as well. And they picked up Wang in the off season in the summer transfer window. So yeah, those are the two squads. But for me tomorrow, when you look at this one at the City Ground in Nottingham, I think people that Forest and Bournemouth are going to have a good, entertaining 2-2 draw. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 tomorrow for this one. Desmond. Yeah, I was thinking a low draw, but for some reason we feel like two sides them gonna score. Oh, Fana Senila. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say 1-1, but I stick with my Desmond. West Ham one to watch. Yeah, man, that's a good match for sure. Actually, just I get by the internet this week. Cheese and peas. Rough star. All right. Actually, give me a score for that one, yeah. Forest versus Bournemouth. And RR, I don't know. RR from Brighton, Everton, I'm gonna get nothing from you. All right, so that is my Forest and Bournemouth prediction. Now, moving right along. This is the prime time matchup on Saturday in the 12:30 slot, 11:30 in Jamaica, 5:30 UK time. This is the West Ham versus Aston Villa. So this is the Claret Derby, right? So West Ham, this is their team. Fathernham really came to be a third keeper. Wow, man, start last season. Ariola more than likely will get the start. Zuma, I think, will be gone, but he's still on the books now. Cresswell, Sufal, Mavropanos picked up Todibo. Very good pickup. Well sought after defender as well. Max Killman came over from Wolves. They still have Ergier. And they picked up Wan-Bissaka from Man United. Emerson still there. Ward-Prowse, Paqueta. When will Paqueta get banned? I don't know. Kudus, Edson Alvarez, Guido Rodriguez came in as well. And they still have Soucek. Then they got Somerville from Leeds. Mikel Antonio, Captain Jamaica, still there. Full crew brought in as well as reinforcements. You know, Mikel Antonio probably can't go every single game anymore or start every game. So full crew, another option. Definitely knows where the goal is. I don't see why he wouldn't hit the ground running with West Ham. Luis Guilherme, Danny Ings still around, Jared Bowen and Max Cornet still there. So that is the lineup or the squad, excuse me, for West Ham. Now let's take a look at Aston Villa. So you're gonna see some players not there anymore, but they have made some good additions, and we're gonna go through now. Emiliano Martinez, not probably, will be the starter in goal. Matty Cash, Diego Carlos, Ezri Kanza, Tyrone Mings, almost fully back or will be back soon. Lucas Dean, Pau Torres, Alex Moreno, Ian Matson, Courtney House. And you have Ross Barkley in midfield. Good pickup, I think. John McGinn, Yuri Tielemans, Buendia is like having a new player. Missed almost pretty much the entire season last year. They picked up Enzo. Then you have Amadou Onana came over from Everton. Leon Bailey, Leander Dendoncker, Jacob Ramsey, and Boubacar Kamara. And then forward line, John Duran still there. Ali Watkins. They got Samuel Illing from Juve. Jaden Philogene bought back after they sold him. Morgan Rogers had a really good preseason. And Cameron Archer is now gone. So Cameron Archer, I think, got sold to Southampton today, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Cameron Archer will not be at Aston Villa. I think he went for about 15 million. But for me, this one is a tough one to call, people. London Stadium, West Ham versus Aston Villa. Just because this game is in this stadium, I'm going to say West Ham is going to take this one. So I'm going to go for 2-1 to West Ham. 2-1 to West Ham for me. I think Captain Jamaica just edged this one over Bailey tomorrow. I think Bailey does produce something for all you fantasy fans. Either a goal or assist for Bailey, I'm predicting tomorrow. One or the other. But I do think West Ham will get the job done. I also think that Antonio will produce something as far as the FPL is concerned as well. So when I say FPL, of course, I mean the fantasy. Chile went for 1-1 in the last one. Okay. Yeah, can I never get one for Chile. Alright, so I go with 2-1. West Ham. Duckland going with 2-1 Villa. Alright. Hot Chili going with a 3-1 West Ham. Fan of mine that said 2-1 Villa. Hot Chili said 3-1 West Ham. Bailey 1, Antonio 1. Alright, the match a draw. I say me a split justice, you know. The two ball of them on the two side them, you know. No Douglas Luiz. Yeah, him gone. Both teams made some shopping. Yeah, man. Two teams them a try move up, you know. Villa move up from 4th to higher than that. Then that's a great season for them. I think they're gonna, the rigors of everything going to slow them down. I have West Ham just prepping Aston Villa at the end of the season. West Ham in 7th and Villa in 8th. I know a lot of people have Villa higher than that on their table, but for me, I think that's right about where they're going to finish this season. Antonio scored the one for them lose. Okay. I said 2-1 Villa. Doubt Antonio will play? Really? Warm to him. He never there playing a preseason. Or something, maybe, let me see. We have read something because I never really read up on who's starting and who not starting. You know, maybe that would be good to do before I do some predictions. I said Lopetegui play Bowen through the middle. I must start full crew. Yeah, but I saw Mikel Antonio playing in preseason, Duke. So why wouldn't play? Yeah, man start like every preseason game, Duke. And score. Besides the first one. Oh, man. Yeah, talk about Antonio go play, brother. Yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking him not go play. And you know, I mean, if him never there play, you just see something right there. So Antonio doubt or something. You just see them would have a video about it or something. All right, so all the predictions are in for that one. Yep. All right, so the next one we have on the docket, and these games will all be on Sunday now. In the morning on Sunday, we're getting Brentford and Crystal Palace. So this one is an interesting one. You know, Brentford signed Carvalho from Liverpool. I hear Wissa could be leaving. I picked up Thiago from last year, but he joins now. Ivan Toney, of course. And Boomo, Fabio Carvalho. Yeah, man. They got Kim. And there's big bad Ethan Rupert. Top class defender. Then you have Crystal Palace. Of course, you know, their big loss would be Michael Olise. Mateta probably will be, I'm not sure if he'll be ready after his exertions at the Olympics, but we shall see. It might be Edward. They went and got Ismail Assar, one of the fastest players in the world. They still have Jordan Ayew. Big up Africans. You're a baller. They held on to Eze. His release clause wasn't activated, so he's still around. So now if he does leave, I'm sure they'll get a pretty penny. Jefferson Lerma had a good Copa. Let's see. Will Hughes still around. Adam Wharton went to the Euros but didn't touch the pitch. Decore. They picked up Amahada. Yeah, so that is Crystal Palace squad and Brentford squad. So for me, Brentford, as a reminder, I have them staying up, but they're going to be in 16th on my list, and Crystal Palace, I have them at 11th. So I know they lost Olise, but I just feel like this manager was getting a tune out of this team, and I think that will continue. Brentford, though, at home, typically tend to stay in the football match. With Mateta being somewhat of a doubt, I think that's going to affect the attack, I think this is a case of catching Palace at a good time. So I'm going to say Brentford actually win this game. Brentford with a 2-1 victory. West Ham coach is Julian Lopetegui, former Wolves manager, I think former Sevilla manager, Spaniard. RR said 2-1 to Palace. All right. Fanamina said 3-1 Brentford. Close. 1 Rupert. Yeah, man. If Palace can continue their brilliant form. Yeah, I think the Mateta just finished playing a man like last week, so I don't think Edward is the same type of threat. But let's see. Yeah, man, Brentford have a one big win in them every now and again, man. I don't know if tomorrow is the day. Stenet, what go on? You vex through, you say Antonio not go play, and we'll cuss. What you say for Brentford, Palace, Duke? Let me know. All right, next game, For me, the marquee game of the week, along with the West Ham Villa game. But this one right there, people, the Chelsea versus City game. Now, is this a case where it's catching City at the right time? We'll find out, because we heard today that, the injury that Rodri sustained in the Euro final still not fully healed. So, he will not be in the squad for tomorrow. So that was big news today from the press conferences. Here it is. Oh, this is about Bob. No. Rodrigo was not expected to figure this weekend. I don't know. Just 2 training sessions. They arrive fit. Professional world of players take care even the holidays. So we'll see. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, we'll see the lineup. But I'm pretty sure they're ready. Maybe not for 90 minutes. Maybe yes for a few minutes. Man said, on Rodri, I don't know. I didn't see him yet. We have to start training. We'll see when he moves his body and how he feels. He said, I'm being in the squad. No chance. So, no chance for Rodri tomorrow. No chance for Rodri tomorrow. So, we know City's record tends to be a lot different when Rodri doesn't play. Whenever they tend to drop points recently or in the last few years, Rodri's either been suspended or injured, and typically that's when teams can get results against them. So let's see. My only issue with Chelsea is which players going to play, and is the defense good enough? I don't know. That's my issue with Chelsea, man. I don't like the defenders. I mean, look at this squad. Like, this is probably, I have to scroll till tomorrow to get to the end of this squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keepers. We've been through so many squads tonight, people, and none of them passed street. 4 keeper, I think, was the most. I think one team did have 5. But 6 keepers, defenders. How much that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's 6 and 12, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31, 34, 36, 7, 40, 43, 44 is what I count. Well, whisper there. Pedro Neto. That's right, the man them have so much ball that two of them have 19. Well, man them have two brother with the same number star. 19A and 19B. You know Chelsea, they're coming like hoarders. And Man City squad, look on the difference. 3 keeper, but about 12 defender as well. Not as many midfielder, and just 3 players listed as forwards. City must go in the market again, especially through Bob get injured. They have to go to the market, I would think. So my ball and Nico there. Oh, Nico there in the first team. Man, him this Nico O'Reilly so star. So McAtee in there, but not Nico. Yeah, bad mind youth. man, them say, hey, just hold the 19 because we're never going to play both of you. So just one of you, whenever one of you in the team or not. Fana said 3-0 City. Yeah, that is the thing, boy. Chelsea not so organized. Out for 4 months is horrible. Yeah, man. I feel like that kid was going to have a breakout here, brother. Chelsea's a confused team. They really are. Come on, you Gooners. Big up yourself, Mass Sports World. What going? Confused versus a team that is well organized 3-0. Yeah. I believe you might be right. Think a 40. Yeah, man, a 45. What we doing? Mass watching CFL. Oh, you watching CFL? Man, them can make about 3 squad. Yeah, man. Squad full. Whisper hide, man. You have to whisper it. Them run out a number for real. Chelsea come like downtown vendors. Them just buy for sell a true one. From them know them have something for sell them good. No, Roger is never good, but hopefully Kovic can do the job. He can, he can. Yeah, I don't know how the Premier League site at this Nico so brother. The man in the first team star. I say 5-1. Whoa. Feel like Chelsea will score, brother. Chelsea have good attacking, brother. Stay there. Alright. This game is gonna be a madness. I gonna say 3-all. Mad piece of game this. Much a draw people. Add Chile and Duke. How it go? Yeah, I don't know how the man them that have Nick up on this. Let me see something. I check something, people. I look on City squad on something else. See it. City squad. No, them not having on this neither. Oh yeah, they do. Nice. So Nico Lispan so far score on the first team squad. Let's need to check transfer market. I remember him saying certain baller earned the first team opportunity, and I know Nico would have been one of them because the man keep on starting him every game. So another thing, people, you think Nico might start tomorrow? Kovacic and Nico in the midfield? Possibly not, people, because Rodri out. Look on the midfield, who am going to play in that deep role? Sometimes you used to put Bernardo there, but it's when it's Rodri beside him. I have Matthias Nunes, but I don't know, brother. I think Pep really too fond of Nunes, I'm barely playing. So let's see still. That'll be crazy if Nico start tomorrow, man. Chelsea say 3-2 City. Yo, you stay there. Feel like Chelsea can do something against City tomorrow. Remember, Rodri now playing a better. It's a different team, you know, man. Duckland said 3-1 City. Chelsea will score a goal, brother. Cole must do something tomorrow. If the game draw 3-3, Man City now win league this year. No, man, you can't say that from the first game. No, man, Fana. Silva, Haaland, and Doku. We shall see. I think this game gonna be good though, man. I said 2-2 or 3-3. You know what? 3-3 kind of mad, you know. Can it be so much? All right, you know what? I'm gonna say Desmond. That's more. I think the 3-3 is. I don't think you have a 3-3. So more. May I really go for what I really think I got 2-2. 2-2. So I'm gonna change that one there. Fana, if it's 2-2, them still now win the league. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, Arsenal be saying, you know. When I drop my point from no, you know. Yeah, I mean, look, actually, you know, Man City style, you know, man. The man, they just win 15, 16, 17 games in a row for end the season and just kill everybody. So, even if them drop points now, I would never say if them lose the first game, them and for them league. No way. Brother, I'm used to that side, you know, brother. And the whole I'm supposed to use to them too. All right, so the last game for the week, Leicester City and Tottenham. So them usually say save the best for last, but them put Spurs last because nobody not really, you know, might as well wait till the end of the week for deal with that side and watch that side there. So Leicester, are they gonna be a yo-yo club like the other ones? Not for me. I have Leicester actually having a half decent season for a promoted side. 15th. So not 17th, not right out of the relegation. I have them at 15 people. So let's see if I'm right on that one. You know, Leicester at least have some players because they were in the Premier League that have Premier League experience. We're talking about James Justin, Connor Cody, Ricardo Pereira, Vestergaard. You know, these are players that have played seasons in the Premier League. Luke Thomas was really young when he was, but he's, you know, at least he played in it. You have Ndidi, Harry Winks, Chaudhry played in the Premier League. Somare was there when they were in the Prem. Golden coming from Chelsea's academy. McAteer, Brandon Kova listed in the first team. So that's wonderful. Why the man them do have him picture though, star? Come on, man. Bonanate definitely has Premier League experience from Brighton. Fatau was a pickup. Jamie Vardy, Mavididi is a real baller, people. If you don't know this player, believe me, you're going to enjoy watching this player. Bobby De Cordova, Reed, tons of Premier League experience coming over from Fulham, and then Patson Daka and Thomas Cannon. So that is Leicester's team, people. I do think they're going to stay up. I just have a feeling like Steve Cooper as well knows the league. Not going to be a coach that don't understand the dynamics. I think he has a bit more to work with in this Leicester team in terms of cohesion, at least. You know, at Forest, he had to deal with the players that they just put all together and they told him to coach them. This team has a bit more cohesion coming from last season, and I think they have added quality that can help them stay in the league. So for me, I'm going to say they're going to stay up this year. And in this game, though, I don't think they're going to beat Tottenham. So not saying they're going to beat Tottenham, but I do think they're going to have a season that does keep them in the Premier League. So for this game, though, people, I'm going to say Leicester Tottenham at the King Power Stadium. Monday Night Football in the UK. This one is a tough one to call, you know, because, you know, Spurs have the ability to ship goals. You know, they can let the other team score, but they will probably score as well. Leicester City. Won the championship last year. Are they in for a rude awakening back in the Premier in their first game? Yeah, I think Tottenham actually going to win this game, you know, people. As much as I hate to say it. I think Spurs win this game 2-1. Leicester make it a good game, but in the end, they fall. 2-1 to Spurs for me. Duckland said 2-0. Fana said 2-0 as well. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Kangaroo FC 2-1, actually say. I agree. And RR if you're both. I got Xerxes right today. That's good. But I predicted 2-1. Not bad. When you can pick the goal scorer, that's good, man. Yeah, man, Bobby Reed official debut. I was thinking to, looking at the team and stuff, and I'm saying, is Bobby Reed gonna start? I feel like he probably will, Like Mavidi the one side, Bobby Reed the next side. Patson Daka. I don't know if Vardy gonna start. But my Bonanate as well. Yeah, I think Bobby Reed probably gonna start though. And I'm interested to see how this coach see him. Does he see him as like playing in behind the striker, or does he play more on one of the flanks? That would be interesting, Always cool to see when a new manager get a player and see how him see the player. So I'm interested to see where Steve Cooper use him this season. I have 1-2 Liverpool and Arsenal 2-0 Wolves. Okay. All right, I must go through the game then. So you give me Liverpool 2-1. Arsenal 2-0. Odegaard and Kai. That would be nice. I say 1-1 for this one. What about Chelsea and City, Mass Sports World? I mean, add it to the rest of them. Chile Jano, bro. Hopefully I can get it back soon as well. Oh yeah, Kafimo and forward back. Yeah, man, soon. I believe fresh. Them have you without for too long now, man. It's soon forward. Tottenham 2-1, Bobby get the 1. That would be a nice debut for Bobby to at least get on the score sheet, I mean, sometimes I don't really like do the prediction then because I don't want them feel so I don't want them side win, but you see through my competitive, brother. So I tell you what I feel really gonna happen based on the football. I can't, I don't want Rupert. I don't want Rupert lose. Say all West Ham play Villa. I guess I should do a draw, so none of them no lose. But I know say them want to win. So Jaja. Based upon the football, Well, people, that is it. 9 games. We discussed the Manchester United game. As I said earlier, 1-0. Got the 3 points. So all United fans, it's now your time to get out if you're on your device, take a screenshot. You're watching on your TV, take a picture of your TV. 3 points and topping the table is Manchester United. Yes, it's their title to lose, people. Oh boy. But yo, people, we're not stay on the internet forever tonight. See, it's late. Almost 12 o'clock. You don't know man's want to wake up and watch Omari and his side play Liverpool. So yeah, we're gonna call it a night, people. Thanks for everybody. Where's the Fana? You get at least 6 score right. All right, Fana. Wait, Fana, you never. Oh, yo, just pick the Liverpool game now, Fana, so you can actually have a score for that one, there, man. And stop going so. Oh, you mean me a clown out the thing? What you talk about? Fana, give me a score about me a clown out the thing. Are you a clown out the thing? Why not give me why not give me a score for that one? Yeah? Ipswich, Liverpool, and stop talking about Ipswich get bag up, so you're not give me a score. Alright, 4-0. So you are talking about Ipswich get bag up on a 4-0, let's say? Why you joker youth? We are talking about me a clown out the thing. Stop going so. Man's need some rest, brother. For wake up a morning and watch some football, dog. Stop sleep on YouTube. Like my brethren tell me, don't sleep on YouTube, so I'm going to bed. But yeah, the people them in the building, may I miss some score for you. I don't know why I skip over the Newcastle, Southampton, the Forest, Bournemouth, and now the Leicester Tottenham game. And my sports world, may I miss out a whole heap of score. So basically, in the comment section when the show done, may I clown out Manu. Yeah. Yeah, because them a lead the league, so I have to give them credit, you know. I fit them race. Them gonna lead in a race. But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, people. Looking forward to tomorrow. So we get 6 games tomorrow, 2 on Sunday, and then 1 on Monday. So yeah, man, looking forward to it. 10 o'clock. Some good game, you know. But yeah, definitely I'll be watching the Gunners. We'll have to just watch some replayed matches of the other ones. I always like to see the promoted teams play them first couple of games just to see if them actually going to stay up in this league, you know? So we'll want to watch back that Newcastle game. I want to see a piece of all of them still, but realistically, I'll probably watch one other game at 10 o'clock and then watch the West Ham, Liverpool, Sunday, 2 games. So I can watch both of those on Monday, of course, we see that. So yeah, man, looking forward to the first weekend being concluded, of course. Monday night, more than likely. That's when we'll do a little review show for the week, talk about the game, then focus on a few in general. Basically, any game that I got a chance to watch, I will break down. So, yeah, man. Big up to all the people that were there in the building. You don't know. Got through all the games. How long? 1 hour, 16 minutes. That's not too bad. So, yeah. Big up to everyone in the building. Thanks so much for watching. My Sports World fan of mine at Christopher Wright dropping a 1 score. Respect my Dan. Hot Chili there. Fresh God, respect, bro. I know it's kind of difficult for you to join and even drop some comments. I respect for that, brother, for the support. Duke, of course, you don't know. Can't wait till the results show so we can let everyone know who is the king. You know what I mean? Yeah. So big up RR as well. So RR, my sports world, and owe me some score. So I just drop on a full prediction in the comments after the show done. Yeah, man, and we'll add it in before the weekend out. So we can go ahead and tally up your scores for the week. All right. So big up to everyone that got involved in the show. Really do appreciate it. Helps the time to pass well when you can have some banter while you're doing these things. So really appreciate the interactiveness that you guys provide. And yeah, man, if you're watching this on the replay, you don't know this is Jason Gooner TV. If it's your first time here, you should definitely subscribe because every week we're going to break down the games just like this. Yeah, man, a little bit of banter, definitely some analysis, definitely some football knowledge. And yeah, we'll bring it all to the table and make a good show. So big up on yourself, people. You see it. We have on the vintage Arsenal. When we wore these type of jerseys, we knew how to close the deal. So yeah, man, we're going to wear this a lot this year so that the people them can get this energy. Them JVC sponsor team, yeah, man, we don't lose trophy. We win them. See? So yes, this season, that's the plan. So big up on yourself, people. Yeah, man. Gunners, year title. Go feet. We out of here, people. Big up on yourself. To all the clubs, we wishing you just enough luck for finish below my side. Big up on yourself, and we out of here.